Coaching on your partner's shooting position. On the command of gun, get off the X, one step to the left, 2 rounds, center mass. Gun! Gun!
Tell me about your reasons for wanting to do that and feeling it's important for your school district.
Well, I think the main reasons for the safety of our students and staff, with all the news and the media of the coverage of all the school shootings that have went on in the last 12, 15 years, I think it's it's a safety step to ensure the safety of all of our students. And where our district's located, we're approximately 30 minutes from a response time from local law enforcement. To ensure the best possible safety we can for our students, this was the best route for us. We got a lot of lives that could depend or will depend on us if that situation ever arises, and we have several people trained, ready to react. That'll help stop the threat.
It's geared completely towards the school environment, in that the discretionary shooting that we start from day 2 through the rest of the course, all the way through day 5. We put up targets in front of their targets. When I say targets, we put up innocents in front of their targets and behind their targets, so that if errant rounds go down range, there's a highly likelihood those rounds will impact an innocent. It causes added stress to simulate the environment in which they're going to operate should an active shooter situation take place at their school. It makes them perform more accurately. We punish them with physical training for failures, because we express to them that you can't fail at this. You can't miss your intended target and strike an innocent person without consequences, without grave consequences. They're getting an enormous amount of information over the course of 5 days. And the students have to get out of their head and implement the techniques taught to satisfy the requirements of this course. That, I believe, is the most difficult thing that they have to get over, is the sensory overload aspect, that this is all new, and if they just implement the techniques taught, it's pretty smooth sailing.
You are missing! People are dying!
I came out here for this and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be protecting a bunch of children. There's a lot of weight on my shoulders, and that's how I came out. And these guys came up to me like, get your mind, stop thinking, get your mind out of there. And I did, and it worked. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of thought. Like, you have to get your mind set to where you are going to stop the fight. That's your job. Stop the fight.
I think once a kid has a gun, once a kid has a gun that imposes a threat, they become an enemy. Like, I just see it as, kids are innocent. I love children, I love my job, but if a kid is pointing a gun at an innocent individual, then that is a threat. And that is when you need to stop the fight. A gun or a knife, like they said this morning.
You answered that question.
None of us would be here unless we've already answered that question.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the first things our superintendent asked us.
There's nothing else we can really say to that. I mean, we understand. We've all been through ACERT trainings. We're all teachers. We've all had to sit down and talk about school shootings. None of us would be here. 11 of us wouldn't be here without already answering that question. Mm-hmm. When it happens, if it does ever happen, I mean, it's one of those things. It's either going to happen or it's not. Now, whenever we talk about stopping the fight, we're not talking about killing the person. We're talking about ending the fight. You know, pistol rounds is what we've heard and what we've seen, what I've done research on, is a pistol round, one round usually is just a wound. You know, you're going to be able to keep going, keep going, keep going. But it's that one well-placed round, you know, that could end up fatally ending the fight instantly. But if you have to hit a kid 3 to 4 or 5 times before you end the fight, that's what you got to do.
I never thought I'd be in this situation, ever. Never. But like you said, you know, it's come to the point where I just feel like it's important that, you know, if somebody has to step up and do it, and somebody has to protect these children. You know, they're innocent, and they need, you know, they come to school, and they're our responsibility. And during the school year, I spend more time with my kids than their parents do sometimes, because they're with me 7, 8 hours out of the day, and, you know, they become my children. So I feel I have that mother bear instinct where I need to protect these children.
A child should be able to come to school and feel safe. And that's a main priority. I have a child in that school, and I want him to come to school and feel safe. There's other kids in that school, and I want them to come to school and be safe at all times.
Move! Slow down on those tricks!